Krishna devotees. But pranams. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavati Pasyatya Desatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna devotees. Before I begin, I would like to thank Lal Prabhuji for giving me this opportunity and also giving us this Chaturmasya challenge. Because of this hearing challenge, I was able to hear from my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, and I was able to get connected to my Maharaj during this time. So thank you so much, Lal Prabhuji. And as part of today's devotee sharing, I would like to share what I heard from my Maharaj on the topic making choices to act for Krishna's pleasure. And Maharaj, he spoke on this subject from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Canto 8, Chapter 60. So to give some context about this chapter describes about Aditi performing the Payovrata process to beget a son. And this is the same pastime we heard from Lal Prabhuji when Prabhuji was speaking about the appearance of Lord Vamanadev. So in this chapter, we see that Aditi, she is in great distress because of her sons, the demigods. They had lost everything. They have been overpowered by the asuras and they were forced to hide. And in the deep pain, she approached Kaśyapa Muni, who emerged from his meditation after many years. And she expressed her desire that she wants a son who can come and protect, and he can reclaim the lost kingdom of her sons. And then Kaśyapa Muni, when he heard Aditi's desire, he immediately instructed her to perform Payovrata process that he learned from Lord Brahma himself when he also had a desire of a offspring. And then when Aditi received that instruction, she, with full sincerity and dedication, she followed those instructions. So coming to, if we see here, like Aditi, she's not an ordinary personality. She's the presiding mother of all the demigods. But still we see that she is suffering. And whatever is happening at the time it's not on some other place. It was happening in the heavenly planets. And this is a place where there is facility for heavenly enjoyment. Even like we cannot imagine how much heavenly enjoyment is there in higher planets, but we see that there is still suffering there. And here Krishna, he mentions in Bhagavad Gītā that Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punar Avartino Arjuna, means from Brahma Loka, the highest planet, until the lowest planets, there is miseries, there is a repeated birth and death. But when one reaches Krishna's abode, then there is no repeated birth and death, and there is no sufferings. But why there is suffering? Because people want to enjoy more. To escape that suffering, living beings, they are seeking enjoyment, and they are inventing new ways for that sense enjoyment. And as Prahlad Maharaj in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Canto 7, Chapter 5, Prahlad Maharaj mentions this punah punaś carvita-carvaṇānām, means chewing the chewed. So acharyas, they explain that this chewing the chewed process is like somebody, they chew on the sugar cane and they throw the pulp out. and the whole juice is gone from that pulp. But still, somebody, they come, they pick up that, and they are trying to extract more juice. So this the enjoying sense enjoyment is in the same way, like, whatever like technological scientific advancement we made, but still we are using that to enjoy more. We are creating more and more facilities for enjoyment, especially for those for eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Or if you are teaching kids, we usually give them an abbreviation of SEED, SEED, seed: sleeping, eating, enjoying, and defending. A living entity using all this technological or scientific advancement, like he is inventing many ways, primarily focusing on these four things. For example, restaurants. We are never satisfied with one variety of food, right? So we invent many new recipes every day, and that's leading to so many restaurants with different kinds of cuisines, right? Similarly with movies, like we see every year there are so many movies getting released because people, they want to experience more and more of entertainment. And this, when I heard this, it reminded me of one thing that I experienced in India during my recent visit. So one day we were passing this famous necklace road in Hyderabad. I think most of you might heard about it, or you might have visited this place. It's a beautiful place. It's very busy. Like even during midnight, you see people are there. They are celebrating. Um, and one day when I was going on that road, I saw like people. There was a lot of crowd. Like people were riding on bikes, they were cheering, they were making some slow kind of slogans, and I was just wondering like what's happening. Like, is there any occasion today? And then I asked my brother-in-law, Ravi Prabhu's brother, what's happening? Why is there so much celebration? Why is there like a rally of, bikes and everything? And then my brother-in-law, he said that this is because Kolkata Riders, they won this IPL season. So that's why they are celebrating. And I was completely surprised because I know like people celebrate when India wins like World Cup, but I know it happens only every 4 years, and people cannot wait 4 years to celebrate. So I think they invented or discovered more cricket leagues so that they can enjoy more frequently. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend any cricket lovers in this group. But when I heard Maharaj talking about this cricket leagues and everything, this came in my mind. But yeah, here we see like there is desperation for pleasure that's making our attachment deeper, and because of that, like we are suffering more and more in this material nature. But here, if we see Aditi, she also has a suffering, but she didn't try any temporary or material remedies to come out of her suffering. Like usually, how we do, like when we are stressed, when we had a long day at work, we do something else that gives us some pleasure. Like we go out, like have party, meet friends, have spent some time, right? But Aditi did not try all that. She approached her husband, and the way she approached her husband was she was not considering him as a husband, but he was looking him like a guru. In that mood, like she approached her husband with a seeking for genuine guidance and urgency. So this teaches us that whenever we are approaching a guru, it shouldn't be for some fashion. Like, okay, nowadays there is a trend going on that everybody is having a guru, so let me also have a guru. No, right? That doesn't work. Or simply like blindly, like we just go and we just choose a guru. That doesn't work either. Or maybe because of a social custom, like okay, my family, they have a guru, so let me also take shelter near that guru. That doesn't work too. Because one time Lal Prabhuji, he was mentioning that when like parents, when we aspire to take shelter near a guru, or we get initiated, we shouldn't be forcing our kids to do the same, because we should leave it to them. Like if they want, they have to aspire for that guru. They have to select, they have to genuinely seek. It's not like, okay, my parents have taken initiation from such and such guru, so I also have to do that. It's not like that. We have to leave it up to them, and depending on how they want, like they have to seek shelter near a guru. And similarly, like we shouldn't approach a guru to gain some knowledge, or not to get some sense of relief, like, okay, I'm connected to a guru, so I'm done. It's not like that. But it should be in a state of being receptive and in the mood of urgency to receive the mercy of the guru. And Bhagavad Gītā 4.11, Krishna mentions that ye yata mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. So Krishna is saying, however you worship, like depending on your approach, that's how I reciprocate. So when we approach Krishna or Guru in sincere desperation, it shouldn't be like I'm hungry, but it should be like I'm starving for shelter. Then Krishna, he reveals himself through Guru and Vaishnavas. Some examples from our scriptures who took serious shelter. The first one is Parikshit Maharaj and Arjuna. So we know that Parikshit Maharaj, he had only 7 days left, and he approached Sukadev Goswami. And when he approached Sukadev Goswami, it was not like a formality, right? He was very desperate to know about Krishna. During his final days, he wants to know more about Krishna. And if we read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it's not like Sukadev Goswami is telling and Parikshit Maharaj is hearing. In between, like Parikshit Maharaj is asking questions, like he's inquiring more. Sometimes, like when Sukadev Goswami is skipping few sections, like Parikshit Maharaj is stopping Sukadev Goswami and he's asking, like, why did that happen? Can you please elaborate on this? So we see like how Parikshit Maharaj, he was so eager to learn about Krishna. And even during the 7 days, like Parikshit Maharaj, he didn't sleep or eat. Like he was only like, eager to learn about Krishna. And he was not worried like, okay, after 1 week, like what will happen to me? He was not worried about anything. He was just like, want to know about Krishna. He wants to spend his final days hearing about Krishna. And same thing with Arjuna. Like we see, like Arjuna, he went through so many challenges. Like he lost his kingdom, he saw his wife getting disgraced. But when he had to fight in the Kurukshetra battle against his own family members, his guru, he couldn't take that. And in that desperate situation, like he begged Krishna. He said, Krishna, please save me. I need your shelter. I've been your friend. We have been having some friendly talks and all, but now I offer myself. I want to be your disciple. Sishyaste ham sadimam tvam prapannam. Like I want to be your disciple. Please save me. Like I cannot tolerate this situation. So we see like how these great personalities, they took serious shelter of Krishna. But when we hear all this, like we might wonder like why Krishna is allowing his devotees to face all these reversals. Like why is he letting his devotees suffer? It's because like as living entity, due to our forgetful nature, we are getting entrapped in this material world. We are entrapped in this miseries. But Krishna, when he's looking onto us, he's not considering us as a body, but he's looking as our soul, as his own children. So he wants to help us awaken that love towards Krishna. And by this process, he's making sure like we take shelter of Krishna. So whenever we have any challenges in our life, it's not like Krishna is mean to us or something, but it's because like he wants us to take shelter in the process of bhakti and come back to him. But how can we do this? Like how can we become like this pure devotees, like who took serious shelter? This can happen by association of devotees, by sadhu sangha, and being with those devotees who are in that mood of urgency. Like we can also aspire to become like them, aspire to take a serious shelter of Krishna. And and Aditi here, she did the same. Like she took a shelter of Kaśyapa Muni. She's asking him like what to do. And Kaśyapa Muni, when he heard Aditi's desire, he didn't say like, "Oh, my dear wife, like you are in such a trouble. I'll save you. Don't worry, I'll save you." No, he didn't say that. Instead, he said, "I will repeat what I learned from Lord Brahma." So that is the parampara. Like, a true spiritual guidance or true guru is one who comes from that lineage. And with that humility, like he preaches the message from that parampara. He doesn't take his own credit or anything. And Srila Prabhupada, he mentions that that's the human nature. Like we do little bit, but we expect a lot of credit, right? But Srila Prabhupada always like emphasizes on this point that we should be in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord by just simply delivering the message of the Lord. And some again, Srila Prabhupada himself is one of the example personality who was following that, because we know that Srila Prabhupada, when he came to US, he didn't have anything, right? But he established a movement with a lot of devotees, with establishing many temples and writing so many books. And every time Prabhupada would say, "I am just repeating the message of my guru." Right. So here we see like how Prabhupada, he was so determined, he was so selfless, like he was just following the instructions of his guru. And one more example we can see is the fruit seller in Vrindavan. This is one of the beautiful pastime that we all know about this fruit seller pastime. So one day, a fruit seller, she was selling fruits, and when young Krishna, who was a little boy, when he saw when he saw this fruit seller, he immediately, very happily, he ran towards that fruit seller with some grains in his hand, because that time there was no paper currency. So they were exchanging some real items. So Krishna, he brought some grains in his hand so that he can get some fruits. But by the time he reached that fruit seller, like nothing was in his hand. He had barely few grains left in his hand. But this lady, when she saw Krishna, his charming beauty, his smile and innocence, she was just captured by that, and she didn't like care like what he's giving, but she was just picking up the best fruit she has, and she was giving as much as Krishna can hold. So we see like how selfless she was. Like she was not worried because she was very poor, she didn't have anything to eat, but she didn't worry about all that. She's not looking at Krishna as supreme lord, she's just looking at Krishna as a small baby boy with pure innocence and beauty. And Krishna, he picked up all the fruits and he ran inside very happily. And then later, when this lady turned, she saw that her basket was full of jewels. And Jiva Goswami, he mentions that the jewel that Krishna placed was in her heart. It was a love for him. And that made her life perfect because of her selfless love towards Krishna. Krishna was moved by that love, and he gave that prema that every living entity is desiring for. So these two examples show us like whoever we are, from wherever we come, like if we simply choose to please Krishna, that's it, he'll give us that ultimate wealth, that jewel of love by which like we can attain him. And Kaśyapa Muni here, he did the same thing. He didn't have any false ego, and out of humility and complete surrender, he was explaining all the instructions that Aditi has to follow. And Aditi also, she acknowledged, she said that Krishna is equal to all living beings, even though it's Daityas, Devatas, or anybody else, Krishna is equal to everyone. He's the seed giving father, Aham Bija Pradapita. But he's dear to someone who fully surrenders to him. And when one fully surrenders, Krishna, he reveals himself through his devotees. And by being with those devotees, like when one receives Krishna's potency through the holy name, then their life is fulfilled. They get that Krishna's mercy. And this happens when they receive it from the parampara. And when Aditi, when she received all these instructions, it's not like she got a son immediately. It's not like Kaśyapa Muni touched her head and she her desire was fulfilled. It's not like that. But she had to perform austerities. She had to endure hardship. She had to remain faithful to the instructions given by Kaśyapa Muni. And we know the result. The Lord Himself appeared as Vamanadev. So a lesson for us is like similarly, like when we receive any instructions and when we eagerly practice that, then Krishna will be born in our heart. Whatever life gives us, like all the miseries, reversals, all those challenges, everything, we take it as an opportunity to deepen our shelter in Krishna. So just some reflection from this session is, from what I learned is, whenever we are doing something, we shouldn't be thinking like, what do I want or what will make me happy? Instead, we can start asking like, what would make Krishna happy in this situation? Like it can be anything like big or small decisions, like daily actions, like eating prasadam versus non-offered food, getting up early in the morning, or how we behave with others, like behaving kindly, not like shouting at others, and how we look at our relationships. We have to consider everyone as part and parcel of Krishna. We should understand they all belong to Krishna. In that way, like we can deal our day-to-day activities. And in one simple line, if Krishna were standing right here, would he smile at my choice? That's what, like when we have that, then it will really help us like making choices in order to please Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees, thank you for this opportunity. Please forgive me if I've said anything wrong. And whatever you felt that's beneficial for you, it's because of Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And if you found any mistakes, it's because of my wrong or misinterpretation of what Maharaj was actually trying to convey. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. It's very beautiful, crisp, and short. You mentioned a lot of very good points, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. So, devotees, anyone wants to add?
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for sharing the nectar with all of us. It was really very good, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Mataji, do we have any other sharing today?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. So Amal Mataji, a question for you. In that one particular slide, where it was mentioned that devotees should take shelter, and two examples were given of the personalities. One is Parikshit Maharaj and Arjun. So both took shelter when they were in distress situation. So what is the conclusion? Should we wait for that very pathetic situation to arise into, or should we take shelter when? How's that? What is the conclusion for that?
From my understanding, Prabhu, yeah, they like when I was hearing Maharaj also, he was mentioning same thing. Like Arjuna, he was going through many challenges, as he mentioned, like he lost his kingdom and everything, but he never reacted to that. But when he was on that Kurukshetra battle, like he was in the desperate and he was lost. But what I think is, yeah, whenever like we are in that situation, we shouldn't wait like, okay, this is the moment I take. But when we feel like, this is something like I cannot do, then we can immediately approach Krishna. And because even though we do few things, like we try our best, right? But if we think like but we leave it to Krishna, like Krishna, you take care, like I'm doing my best. But I wouldn't say like we need to wait for that, very desperate situation. First, we try ourselves, and then we seek Krishna's shelter. That's my understanding, Prabhu. But you please correct
Thank
me.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I'm Magnam, Prabhu. You are deeply thinking.
No, Mataji. I'm okay. Yeah. I just remembered even different things, but yeah, let others speak.
It's okay, Prabhu. Finish your thought, Prabhu.
So that particular point of that cricket, I remember during one of the Bhagavatam class in 2011, we all were there. So Maharaj was just talking about this thing that we are not this body, we are the soul, and all these things, right? And he was making fun of how devotees are attached to watching cricket. Okay, so the thing was that Bhagavatam session was like from 7:30 to 10 o'clock. Okay, and after that the match was there. So at that time Maharaj said, it doesn't matter whoever wins, but I will pray to Radha Gopinath that India wins today. And everyone like over there, everyone just laughed so much because Maharaj exactly knew what is the pulse of the congregation. Everyone is going to watch whether Maharaj will say it or not. But Maharaj is like just trying to accommodate everyone's consciousness. And Maharaj was saying that I hope India wins today. And everyone started laughing. So that particular incident, just when you're talking about this cricket IPL season, so I just remembered that part. Um, yeah. And that another part of so many distractions happening. So Maharaj was saying one time in Vrindavan also, when you go, you have that if you are going to Baki Bihari temple and anything, you will see a Loi Bazaar. Loi Bazaar is that kind of distraction where there are so many things, different dresses and all those things are there, different sweets and eating items are there. So you always feel distracted in that Loi Bazaar. So that's in same way when you are on your spiritual path, you will find some things which is like related to kind of spirituality, but it's actually not. So you have to be very focused on what you are wanting, what is your final goal, and be focused on that goal and not get distracted here and there. So that was another point I felt. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for reminding all those beautiful points.
Thank you so much for sharing. Nice.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for nice sharing, Mataji. Wonderful, as always. It was very nice listening from you. It almost like it was like a class more than a realization. It was very good, Mataji. And regarding the cricket part, even I remember one incident happened when Maharaj came to Hyderabad. That day when Maharaj had the lecture, it was the same day when we had the semi-final between India and Pakistan. And there were a lot of devotees came. Then first, as the start of the lecture, Maharaj opened with the point, though today there is an India and Pakistan match, it is good to see devotees here. Like I feel very blessed that you choose to join this class rather than sitting in the cricket match. And the same question was asked to Maharaj. Like after the class, someone asked Maharaj, to whom do you support? Like who do you think will win today? And then Maharaj was like, he smiled. He said, uh, I'm not biased, but since this is my home, then you get to know to whom I'm supporting. And everybody cheered. And after that, in 5 minutes, India won the match. So, like, everybody everybody started saying to Maharaj that, yeah, India won, India won. So, as Prabhuji was saying, Maharaj knows what the audience wants to hear. So, he makes them happy all the time. So, good round. And I think Maharaj knows that we are all very crazy for cricket. So somehow he tries to, help us to, to learn through cricket also to Krishna consciousness. So not to disappoint by saying don't watch, but he makes sure that Krishna consciousness is more important than cricket somehow. Yeah. Thank you, Mataji.
Beautiful, Mataji. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think we have one cricket fan here, like Gopal Prabhu. He mentioned about a upcoming cricket match. Nice.
Yes, Mataji, I am crazy about cricket.
Sorry, Prabhu, if I offended you.
No, Mataji. And when the IPL started, that's when my craziness gone because it's every year, every day, and then I thought it's enough.
Nice.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is anyone before we go to Lal Prabhu? Hare Krishna, Lal Prabhu. You wanted to share?
The mood is so nice here, very spiritual. So IPL, cricket, and everything. I don't want to spoil the mood by talking any philosophical thing. So Gopa will get upset when Bhaskar is not here. He's another player.
Hari also, Prabhuji. Hari also is cricket fan.
Wow, my God. Great. They're all doing their dharma perfectly. How to apply Krishna consciousness in cricket. This is amazing. I should learn how to do like that. But one thing, thank you for the class. It's beautiful collections of nice points from Maharaj's lecture. I was going through this chapter and quite interesting. I was just reading this multiple times, but I did not understand why Aditi has to protect her children. Why she needed son? If we have a problem in our life, we can pray and solve in many, many ways that we wanted to. But why she wanted a son to come and then protect their other sons? Rather, I could ask, give strength to my sons, or go and fight for my son, or send me some weapons to my son. Many, many ways it could happen, but why she wanted a son, I can't understand that particular part. I don't know. But I was just thinking, I don't have an answer, but I was just thinking, if you're sincere and have a complete dependency in the Lord and the faith in the Lord, what we need to pray is also comes from the Lord. the right prayers. That's all I can think of. Because we mostly don't know what to pray, right? But if you have if you have been having that level of faith, what we want to utter, what we pray to the Lord, also inspired by the Lord Himself. The Lord within her as a Paramatma would have inspired her to seek for a son, where He want to come to be born as their son. Of course, they all, Prashni and Sutapa and all those things that we know, but irrespective of that, if you are sincere, our prayers will also become sincere, inspired by the Lord Himself. That's all I was just thinking. That faith should be there. Lord will protect us. In Guruvayur, there is one great devotee by name Pundan, very great devotee of Guruvayurappan. And he himself had many interaction with the Lord. Beautiful devotee. So one knowing his glories, there's one person who had a severe health issue. Severe health issue. He couldn't really tolerate any further. And he went to Pundanam and then said, "You are close to the Lord, Guruvayurappan." Guruvayurappan is Krishna himself. Can you please pray for me? And so I can get out of this health issue. And Pundanam said, "Okay, I will do it." Devotees, as a devotee, he said he went to Guruvayurappan and he folded his hand. He spoke to the Lord. He said, "My dear Lord, there's one person, another devotee of yours. He asked me to come and pray for his health. He's suffering so much. So, do you think you can cure him? Is he okay for him to get cured?" He was asking, when will he get cured? And all those different questions he asked. And the Lord responded back, "He will not be cured. Go and tell him." He just sent him off. Guruvayurappan said to Kundanam, "Go tell him that he won't be sick." He went and told that the Lord said he won't be cured. He became so depressed, so sad. On the way he was returning back home, at that time, there was another lady who was another nice devotee, Kururama. Her name is Kururama. These are all Kerala names, so he make names a little. Anyway, so Kururama is another great devotee. And then she saw this man coming, walking and crying and suffering. And yes, what happened? No, I went to the temple. I asked Pundanam to go pray for me. And the Lord responded back that I will not be cured. Oh, it is. Did Guruvayurappan say that? And that lady asked. He said, "Yes, come with me." She took him and then went. She said, "Wait here, I'll go talk to him and come." Talk to who? Guruvayurappa. So she went inside and said, "Hello, did you say that you can't cure him? And just, I'm telling you, get him cured now. Is there anything that you cannot do? Just get him cured now." And Guruvayurappa responded, "Yes, I will do that." And then immediately that person was relieved from all the disease and he was very happy and fine. And this news somehow or the other went to Pundanam. Because, that's how it is, right? We tell someone, some devotee to do some service. If that devotee doesn't do, the temple president comes and tells, he will do. Then we will get offended. I said the same thing. He's not doing. If someone else comes and tells, they do. So Pundanam, I'm just making a thing, but Pundanam is a very simple, humble person, but he was very much interested to know what's the reason. I also did the same thing. Why did not Lord cure the person? So he ran immediately to Guruvayurappan temple, and he said, "My dear Lord, you have a swatantri, and you are completely independent. You can do whatever you want. You don't need to tell. But I'm really interested to know why is that when I asked you didn't do, when Kururama asked you did this one, what's the difference between our request?" Well, Lord said, when you came and asked me, you said, will you be able to cure him? Will you do this one? Will you do that one? Is it possible that he will get cured? You were asking all these questions with an exclamation mark. And she came and said, just do it. She didn't have a little bit of doubt. She had a complete faith that our prayers will work. That's a level of faith that one should have. It's not that maybe the Lord can do, maybe He can do, may not. This may is not there. There is only one thing, yes or no, right? When it comes to the faith, yes or no. And that's also decided by Krishna himself. So that level of faith that we all should have, Krishna is there to say, take care of us. He will protect us. And we just do our job. And whatever things happens in our life, happens. So what? So what? It's just part of many of our millions and trillions of life that we went through. This is another life. Maximum thing is what? We leave and just go and take another body. Right? So that level of faith we need to develop. Not that I'm telling I have that faith. We all have. Awareness are so strong. Situation happens, things may change. But that is the level of devotion that we all have to develop towards Krishna. That Mahavishwasa Purvakam of all those Sharanagati limbs that we have. Anukulyasa Sankalpaha Praptikulyasa Varjana. Mahavishwasam is a very important thing. That Vishwasam should be the Shraddha. That faith is not there, then everything falls apart. If we always have the doubt, then we are not going to progress much. And also, bhakti is where one doesn't have eyes. Bhakti doesn't have eyes. What I'm trying to say is that when bhakti comes, if we have to do something, we do not try to put reasonings to whether to do or not to do. We just go ahead and do it. That is called matured bhakti. When you try to analyze and try to do, I'm not qualified, I don't know this one, I don't know that one, whether I can do it or not, whether I will be able to or not. This is all that means our bhakti is not matured. The person who has bhakti or want to be in the path of bhakti, just go ahead and do it. Because why? Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Krishna will protect what we have. Krishna will give us what we don't have and preserve what we have. So that level of faith is important. That doesn't mean that we blindly do. Take guidance and do it. That's the point. Do not apply this, what I said, into something. Now I'll go to Iran and Iraq or Pakistan or boundaries of India and start preaching. That's not applied properly with intelligence. So that's a faith Krishna will do and can do. And what he does is best for me. And that's throughout Bhagavatam, throughout all the scriptures. That's the key message. And we have to stick on to that message. I think I told, as I said earlier, Krishna is not telling that an option or a suggestion or a best recommendation that you surrender to me. It's an order. And that's an order. And the second order is Ma Suchaha. That's again not a opinion of Krishna. It's an order. Do not fear. Because you surrender. Do not fear. What is there to be fearful of in our life? It's really nothing. So that's the thing that we should all have. And when we are in the association of the devotees and constant hearing and chanting, those are the only strength for us to keep our life going in spite of all the adversity and problems and whatever we may face in our life. I just thought I'll just share this on Aditi is going through some problems here. I felt that it was inspired by Krishna himself to make such prayers. And she attained that benefit of the prayer by austerity, if you see. Life is of austerity. We have to take up some austerity in our life. Without austerity, and it's just not progress is not. Progress is going to be just slow. That's all I have to say from my side.
One more point I remembered in that slide, Mataji was mentioning that it was not that it's like a touchstone effect, like you got a mercy, automatically everything will turn out good. So you have to work hard for that. So I remembered another class of Maharaj. Maharaj was saying that many times it happens that devotees expect, like when they hear the word mercy, they expect like something will change at a moment. Okay, it's not that. Mercy is all about you get the intelligence to do it, and then you start working on it, and slowly and steadily your heart gets purified. We always try. We should not depend upon the magic to happen. We should do our endeavor, and that's how Krishna will be pleased. And when Krishna will be pleased, he will grant us that thing. But the point is, you have to work hard for that. And that's why in that Nectar Drops, he has mentioned this particular quote that you can never be qualified to get mercy because mercy is given to the most unqualified. That's a very a quote which he has mentioned in many of the classes, and I also like it a lot. So you have to understand that magic is not going to, let's not wait for the magic. Whatever we have knowledge given by Prabhupada, instructions given by Guru, we should try to follow that with sincerity and humility. If you don't have sincerity, you don't have humility, if you don't have faith on your words of Guru, it is very difficult to, no magic is going to happen for us. We should believe in that actually. Okay, we should do our endeavor first and then the mercy will flow. Krishna will bestow that mercy. And another point I remembered, many years ago, he gave a class on why Bharatvarsh has to suffer. He was saying that because we are born in Bharat Bhumi, we have a higher responsibility to serve the community, serve the world. Because we are born at a place where Krishna was born. We are born at a place where Ram was born. We have so many scriptures, Vedas, everything is given. We have that cultural background. If we don't do it, it's like Maharaj was giving the example of the Spider-Man. Like with power comes the responsibility. So if you have been given such an opportunity to know things and be a part of that culture, it's your higher responsibility to serve the community as compared to others. So just because Bharatvarsha had so many great souls coming, scriptures being there, Lord taking various avatars, we did not do that. That's why we suffer more than others, because we have higher opportunity than others. So just remember these points.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, I want to say one comment on you.
Yeah.
Prabhu, you're looking incarnation of Krishna and Balaram. Left side looking as a black, and the right side is looking pure white. Imagine just wow, what a opportunity to see you like this, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
This part is because of all the offenses. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was raised in the cloud that came to me.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Anyone else? Reflection of the lecture today. Bhopal, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, I didn't have anything especially to add on the points. Very beautiful explanation, Mataji. Many important points you mentioned from our class.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, one thing I was just thinking, Prabhu, when Lal Prabhu was explaining like why Mother Aditi prayed to get a son. So I was just thinking, yeah, it's like so it's the lost desire to appear in that incarnation. So he made arrangements in such a way that this incarnation would come. And the other thing is that for mothers, the children are are most dear. And then the Lord, I think in some previous birth they wanted a son. So I don't exactly remember all the details. So, and the Lord wanted to fulfill their desire. That's why he appeared as a son to fulfill that particular desire of Aditi and Kaśyapa Muni. Is that correct, Prabhu?
Yeah, definitely. Sutapa and Prashni, remember?
Right.
Yeah, that definitely is there. I was just trying to say why son. I'm just trying to think in a different angle of why son. Obviously, they have been destined to have the Lord as their son because of the boon that they got. I was just thinking why son? Why not something else? Then I was just trying to connect that even our prayers will be good prayers if it's inspired by the Lord Himself. Otherwise, we'll risk our prayers sometimes.
And also regarding the other, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So regarding the other point you mentioned from the Guru Bhayur pastime, that we should not just say, may Lord do this, may Lord do that. I mean, we often do say this, right? When you say, may Lord bless you, or like when you sing the birthday prayers also, you say, may God bless you, may you never take birthday. So all these things we say, I guess my understanding was that because we cannot really tell God to do something, it's the Lord's wish. So if he wants, he may do this. If he doesn't want, he may not do this. We don't know what is the Lord's wish, right? So is that appropriate in that context? That okay, we are not really commanding God, okay, do this, but we are saying, okay, I mean, if the Lord wishes, then He can do this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how we pray, and that's the way that we have to pray. Because we are not on the level of instructing the Lord, like how Kururama or gopis can order Krishna. We are not in that position. And Pundanam took that position, even though he has all things to do directly with Krishna. He had conversations with Krishna. He can talk to Krishna. When he is in such a level, he could just say that, please take care of this devotee. And that rather than, do you think you can do it? And I'm just paraphrasing the conversation here. Rather than all those things, the Lord expect you have all rights to ask me. Why you want to have all these different questions, choices here? That's how. But the way that we pray is, we don't become an instructor to the Lord. We take that humble portion, and the Lord sees our prayers and definitely responds to the prayer in some way or the other when we pray to the Lord. Of course, He does what's best for the devotees, but it's our duty we pray for others. Sarvo Sukhino Bhavantu. We have to pray for everyone for that matter. Okay, any other discussions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Prabhu, I don't know, Prabhu. I'm confused right now. Like, is it like if we have anything that is challenging in our life, do we need to ask? If we have anything that is very challenging in our life, do we need to approach the Lord? Like, or like, can we ask like, oh, you are wishing something from, like it's not like wishing again like to Lord for Krishna. Can I say, okay, this is your, can I leave it to Krishna, like, okay, is it my testing time, or like is it karma going on, like my karma is like nullifying, or how I can like balance those things, Prabhuji?
That's to you, I think, Amonam Prabhu, not me.
Even Prabhu, like even I got like when Amugnam Prabhu was last week talking about Mata Radharani, if any something big comes, Prabhu approaches mother, and if something like it's small, he approaches father so that he can clarify. And since then I was thinking, but again, like I'm contemplating of the challenges that I have at this point of time. I couldn't, but maybe again, Krishna is making me to ask it again from Aparna Mataji bringing this point. And you talking about this, that's why I couldn't stop. Yes, anyone can like help me to understand that
thing, Prabhuji and Mataji.
Lal Prabhu, you said.
See, as a parents, if you see your children are suffering, do you wait for them to come and ask something?
No, Prabhu.
We go ahead and do help the children. What do?
We will go and we'll solve it.
Krishna is the same. Krishna is saying, he knows our suffering. He knows everything in and out. If we stick on to what we need to do as a devotee, Krishna will take care of what's right for us to do. That's number one. Number two, again, there's a different angle viewpoint. In the history, we see so many devotees have prayed for, from Bhagavatam also we see so many devotees have prayed for reaching out to Krishna to help. Krishna also enjoys that style of approach. And as a parent, you feel, especially in the relationship, that if someone comes and asks you some help and you're in a position to help them, how do you feel about it? And you help that person. You feel some satisfaction, you feel some connection, you feel some nice, this person, instead of hundreds of friends that person has, he or she comes and asks me for help. That means I'm feeling someone special. That's another thing that gives Krishna joy also. If devotees comes and is Varadha, Varam Dadati iti Varadaha. Varadha is another name, which means he gives more benediction to all his devotees. So in that angle, absolutely nothing wrong in going and asking to Krishna to help us in anything that we want to. Anything that is also fine. That's also fine. It's just we don't want to artificially become someone else. Thinking that I will not pray to Krishna because against our ultimate bhakti, and let me go through whatever it is. But then inside we still have the fear. Then there's a problem. Then there's a problem. If you have something going on in your life and your concentration is not on that one, rather you continue doing what you're doing, you're not afraid, you're not fearful, you're not constantly in back of your head, something is going on, nothing is happening, then you're good. If not, having our prayers to Krishna, help me here, I need your help. I'm not in a position of where I can save myself. I need your help here. I need your help. And that's exactly the situation of Gajendra, right? Gajendra. He was a devotee. Definitely he was a devotee. Only thing was he forgot his past life. He forgot his past life. He was working hard to save himself. And then again, Yadarchaya. Yadarchaya means accidentally, but it's not accidentally. Yadarchaya means Icha means desire. Yadarchaya means due to someone. The meaning of Yadarchaya in Sanskrit, the literal meaning is accidental. Icha, Yad plus Icha Yadarchaya is by someone's desire. We are provoked to do some activities. In Ramayana, it beautifully comes. This word comes Yadarchaya. It comes where everything was going very nicely in Ayodhya. Life was happy. People were enjoying because they heard the news tomorrow Rama is going to be coronated. Everyone was enjoying. There's a festive mood everywhere. One lady in the balcony was passing through, seeing what's happening over here, Yadarchaya. She passed through, that lady, she saw what's happening. Everyone is happy here. There are people who are not happy when others are happy. So this is one of those categories. So she saw this one, she went and reported to Kaikeyi and everything started happening. The word Yadarchaya says that, commentator says that by the will of the Lord, this woman was made to pass through the balcony to see what's happening. If she has not gone to the balcony and watched, Ramayana is done. King Rama would have been king, had a wonderful family. Subham, the movie ends, right? Subham would have been done. We won't be speaking anything. Yadarchaya. So we take that important thing in our life. I was just lost track into Ramayana. Now I cannot come out of Ramayana. I'm going to Ramayana again. What was I saying?
We are talking about asking Krishna.
Asking Krishna. So Krishna, there's nothing wrong in asking to Krishna. Like a child asking to Krishna, Krishna, help, I need help here. Like Gajendra prayed out to, at end, he prayed. So there's nothing wrong asking.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Be as you are. Don't try. We have to be as we are, not to artificially try to do something what we are not. And by praying to Krishna for helping us doesn't put us down in any sense, anyway. Do not think that, oh, I'm one level down. There's nothing like that. There's nothing. Jayadev Goswami is another great example where his parents didn't have a child for many, many days, and the father doesn't worry about it. He was not very much concerned about not having a child, but his wife was. As a mother, they like to have children. That's the life, right? Otherwise, rest of the life she has to deal with this guy. It's better to have children, focus on that children, right? So therefore, she was praying to the Lord, and the Lord appeared in Jayadev Goswami's father, his name, anyway, his father, and he said, I will fulfill your wife. He came in the dream, he said, I fulfill your wife's desire, and he disappeared. And Jayadev my father became so very happy, and he ran to his wife and said, oh, the Lord appeared in my dream, and he said that you have some prayers, and he's going to fulfill your prayers. And he was thinking she is something, going to ask something different. And the wife said, yes. And he said, what was your prayer? I've been praying for the Lord to have a child. And he got so disappointed. After all, you want a son? What is this? He got upset. And the wife was so sad that she made her husband upset by asking these prayers. She was also felt bad that her husband was not happy. Again, the next day night, the Lord appeared in Jayadev Goswami's dream. Do you think have children is something bad? It's a duty. There's nothing wrong in aspiring to have a child. And don't be worried. Vyasadeva himself will be appear to you as your child to give a great treasure to the world and take it as a service. Even if you desire something and ask to the Lord, if you are a devotee, this is an important point to remember. We are not in a level where we cannot resist ourselves praying to the Lord for asking something. The Lord, for the devotees' prayer, the Lord will give what they want and make them with that, they progress in Krishna consciousness. In the story of Chitraketu, for example, it's an ideal example. He got many advices. Hey, you're better off, have a nice life, just enjoy life and be happy. He said, no, I want a son. Well, that is what you want. Okay, you have it. And the Lord gave him a son. And the same son became his problem. Okay? So that doesn't mean that when we pray, he's going to give us problem along, Prabhuji. No, he's not. Please, again and again, one point is Krishna is not Hitler, okay, like Hitler, or he's not like a villain. And if you don't follow this one, Krishna does the Kshipami. Krishna does use heavy words in Bhagavad Gītā. If you don't follow this one, I'll push you down into the hellish condition. He does all those things as an angry parent does. Right? If you're angry with your child, you always say, hey, I put you this one, do this one. But you're not going to do that one. Okay? You're not going to do that one. Krishna does these things as a loving parent. We should have that faith. Is it okay? You must have forgotten whether this question is yours or someone else.
No,
By
Prabhu.
now, you may be wondering, oh, who's he asking now?
I can think like instead of thinking of one challenge that we have, like let's pray to Krishna and like keep our consciousness towards Krishna, like instead of that is what I can understand, Prabhu. Please correct me if I'm wrong again.
No, leave it to Krishna. Krishna will take care of it. Yesterday, a day before yesterday, myself and Atulananda Prabhu went to a very famous, huge, big temple called Siddhi Hanuman Temple. Very big temple. And we went there and we saw in the front of the altar over there are pillars. And on the pillars, they have tied, they make sankalpam, some wishes, and then they tie. You want a job, you want wealth, you want visa, you want jnana, you want good health, any of this different. They have board there. They have board there for health, wealth, whatever. Over here, something else. Over there, something else. So all these things. And it's by the way, the altar there was Rama Parivar, and Hanuman was there. Hanuman was there, and I thought that. Okay, I said, Atulan Prabhu, let's go, let's make a sankalpa. And he said, why? He said, why? I said, I want to make a sankalpa for you. I told for him, I want to make a sankalpa for you for good health. And let's go. He pulled my hand and he said, Krishna is enough for me. I was touched. I was just moved by the faith that he had on Krishna. I'm not telling him to do the puja towards some devatas, demigods. It's Hanuman, it's Ram Parivar. I'm just saying, let's go offer our prayers. And I will do it. You don't need to do. You be a pure devotee. Let me be this Mr. Bhakta for a devotee purpose. Let me go and offer the sankalpa. He said, Prabhu, Krishna is there. Krishna is enough for me. I don't need anyone else. That level of bhakti, I think, faith that we should all develop. Yes, my friend. And people go, believe it or not, I've seen people who, when they come into a situation of serious crisis in their life, health situation, they somehow or the other want to do something to save the life, save things, whatever it is. Without mentioning names, they go to this astrologer, they go to some some yogi and some siddhi and all the different, they run everywhere, all different places. And ultimately, the point is that is all we are breaking the principle of Sharanagati. Sharanagati, Ananya Gatitvam, Ankinchanyam. These two terms we should never forget. Ananya Gatitvam. Gati. We don't have any Gati. We have to come to the point we don't have any Gati except Krishna. Krishna, my life is under your control. You just do whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'm surrendering. And these are, we only hear these from Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, all the stories. People ask, do we have examples of 2025? We see among devotees like this one that I just said. People are living and they don't come out and say that like that. We have to identify those devotees and take advantage of such devotees and associate with taking advantage of such devotees who have faith, unflinching faith. We have among ourselves devotees. But we don't value, sometimes we don't value such association. Unfortunately, we only see faults. He doesn't wear dhoti. He's still wearing pant. He doesn't put a tilak properly. He doesn't know how to tell sloka. He doesn't know how to sit in the temple. It's beyond. We have to go beyond those conditional things and see if the person has bhakti. That's all that really matters. Is his faith and bhakti better than mine? That's all it matters. And that devotee becomes our guru. We take it serious. Anyone else have anything to say?
Yeah, I have something to confess to. Since you brought my name here, it's I think what Lal Prabhu is saying is all totally wrong about me. I don't have any bhakti. I have nothing really. It was just this spur of moment. I said that, okay, Krishna, why I have to tie something on this is not what we have learned really, and because there was a list of things. If you want visa, if you want good health on one side, if you want money is on the other side, and if you want jnana is on the other side. So there were poles, and you tie. So I thought, I if I had visa problem, I would have probably done that. But it's just um, you know it's Prabhu's grace that he's saying everything about me, but it's not.
Last weekend, I was in Houston for the leadership meeting, and it was only selected people, and the RGB members were sitting over there. We are discussing, there were proposals being made that the list of candidates for being selected to initiate to become guru. So we were discussing, and there were voting going on. They'll propose some names, and then there's one person among that group RGB. 18 members are there in RGB, and there's one member name was also in the list among 18. One member was also there. The gurus to be selected, and proposed for a guru position, and that person said, "Strike off that name. Strike off that name. I don't want that name." And as Badrinarayana Swami Maharaj was there, very good. That's the qualification of you being a guru. He's just straightforward. He said, that's the qualification of you being good. So I don't want to explain what I meant by to what Atulananda Prabhu said now. So we all, I'm not going to connect. You all connect what it means. So that's all. Anything else? Anyone? We can go for another few more minutes. If anyone wants to share something.
I think it's just that there was such a nice presentation. It led to such good discussion afterwards. I think it's very nice, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's very true. Because when I give a class, which I go for 2 hours, I don't even give space to ask questions, and no one asks any question. Then I understood. This point is a very important point you made.
So Maharaj Keshav Swami Maharaj says that he was at one time giving a class. So when the class ended, so he asked, one person said it was a very good class. So Maharaj asked him, what was the good thing about the class? You ended on time.
That you can never get from my class, then it's a very bad class.
No, I'm just joking. So
I will not change. Sorry.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have one question regarding the prayers.
How are you doing? First of all, you're doing okay?
Yes, from a lot better yesterday. From yesterday, I'm doing fine. But still, I asked Shanta Mataji that I'll do the sharing later. Yeah. Prabhuji, since the prayers topic is going on, sometimes like we pray to Krishna now for whatever we want, or anything regarding health or material, anything. But sometimes something comes to my mind, like maybe this is there in our karma already. We have to suffer. Why to think so much about it? Let us, like, okay, we'll pray to Krishna. You do what, like, if I'm eligible to overcome this problem or anything, it's your choice to help us. But sometimes if it's there in our karma to suffer, then why to again ask for Krishna? And it's okay, just take it as it is. Sometimes I have this both you know it's common, like in a question and answer in my own brain and on my mind, that should I ask or should I not ask? If it's in our karma, we have to suffer. Otherwise, did you understand my point, Prabhuji, like what I want to say? Like even through for praying also, like there's a mind has different questions coming up. So
Why even have to pray?
yeah,
No,
kind of.
yeah, so the two ways of seeing this is if you're not in the consciousness, there are ways that you can pray to the Lord or any devatas and do some pujas or something and then nullify or to minimize the effect of the karma. You cannot, even the devatas cannot get rid of our karmas. They can help in such a way that it can just minimizes the impact. That's all. But we have to suffer for whatever it is. But when we pray to Krishna, there are chances, if Krishna willing, that we don't even have to suffer that karma. He can just wave it off. If the suffering is so much, then he can wave it off. The example of just what I told in Guruvair's incident that happened. The devotee is suffering because of whatever the karma the devotee had to go through. But the other devotee went and prayed. The Lord said, okay, I accept your request and wave off. That's also possible. So it just depends on one's mood, um, um, how they want to deal the situation of their life. You may also think otherwise that if I pray and ask for some solution here, then the karma is still sitting there. Then I have to take birth again and again suffer. You understand what I mean? The Lord may reduce my karma, but karma is still sitting there. Maybe I have to suffer back again in the next life. Rather taking next life, let me finish whatever the suffering that I have in this one life. Why even have to carry on to the next life? That's another mood that devotees may have also.
Yes, bro.
Yesterday, this is just out of the box. Just take it just lightly. Yesterday, we were having Atlantic Prabhu was here. We were all talking about what are the good things that you have. It's just I'm just sharing just yes. Anyway, so Kalavati was telling me that you got everything in your. I was telling I have to suffer. I have such a mother-in-law. I have such a wife. Such a. I was just telling all those things, and she responded saying that well, Krishna wanted you to finish this life and go back this very life. So we can take it in that way.
Yes, bro.
Arun, you have no questions at all after hearing all this while you've been quiet?
No, Prabhu, actually, yeah, a lot of discussions were there. I'm just trying to absorb, Prabhu.
Okay.
Prabhu, there's a chat question from Shanta Mataji. So if you see that, it's a nice question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam. Before that question, actually, to connect to the Divya Mataji's question. So, because we hear all these different moods, right, Prabhu? Suppose finishing karma this life, why I need to take another karma. But as I surrender to Krishna, it doesn't matter. Whatever, if I finish this life, I can go to Krishna. So, how we need to take Prabhu? Because always, if you think, always these different things will come in. So, how to understand Prabhu?
Are you saying you're hearing contradictory statements of this?
Yeah, so currently what we are saying is, okay, let me, because if I pray the Krishna, maybe if I don't suffer, then to take that suffer, I may need to take another life. That's what just we are hearing one statement, right, bro?
Mm-hmm. Go on.
But I think you explained the whole chart of karma. As I surrender, whatever leftover that goes off, and if we surrender to Krishna, we'll go back to Krishna in this life. Means whatever remaining and everything, maybe Krishna will take off. So how to understand these two statements? Because Mataji is asking why I need to pray to Krishna. Rather, I can bear that pain so that that karma will go off.
Yeah, you don't have to pay. I told, that's why I told earlier that you have different devotees of different mood and bhava. You don't need to pray, or you can pray. Praying is also not wrong.
So both are correct, Prabhu.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
So whatever we feel, just we need to do.
But the only thing is we become, the important point here is that we don't become complacent and we don't become irresponsible in the name of surrender. I don't care. You shouldn't come to a point of I don't care mentality because I'm surrendered. I don't care mentality in an egoistic way, I meant to say. Otherwise, you not caring for what's happening in life is very good. But if you come, somewhat becoming, I don't need to chant, I don't need to do puja, I don't need to do anything because I have surrendered. I don't need to make any prayers. I'm surrendered. I don't need to follow any of this thing. I can go and eat whatever I want, do whatever I want. I'm surrendered. So that type of mentality should not breach into our bhakti. That's the point, important point I was just trying to make in that sense. Krishna, that's why we say in our prayers, we say, if you wish, you say. If you wish, you do. We are in that mood. That type of prayers. Is it helps or no?
Yes, Prabhuji, same thing. If you wish, if you think you can, if you wish, I'm eligible enough to, so that you can reduce this pain or anything, do it. Otherwise, if it's there in my karma, just let me finish it off. That is what I usually think, Prabhuji. So I'm not sure if I'm doing right or wrong, but that's the mood, or that's how I usually pray to Krishna. So
All the great souls, the surrendered souls, have hundreds of prayers. They're written in the form of beautiful stotrams and things like Bhishma Stuti you see, Kunti Stuti you see, Vedas they have done. They're all prayers. So they're all surrendered, by the way. Okay, one second. Yeah, one second. Let's finish Shanta's. If she has any follow-up, usually she's doesn't get convinced so quickly. She'll have some follow-up questions. Because if I don't answer her now, I'll get a big message later.
No problem.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, when we surrender to Krishna, so should we always pray that may you be my object of devotion? Because sometimes what happens is when we don't pray, we fall into the Maya and we start praying, be the servant of the Maya. So when we pray to Krishna, that whatever happens, maybe I always get surrendered to you, because sometimes our surrenders also changes. So our surrender should be to always to Krishna. So that will be I think the mood of our prayers.
Yeah. Agreed. And that's how we see all the prayers are also Damodarashtakam, Bhishma Stuti, Kuntis, everything. Okay. Bhopal Prabhu has a story. I don't know how big that story is. If it is a short story, Prabhu?
Prabhu, before that, can you answer another question of mine, Prabhu?
Oh, okay. Oh, let me see. What's the question?
Because I'm always confusing with this Ananyagatitvam of Krishna Prabhu, because we are saying everything we'll pray to Krishna only, but we'll pray Radharani. We'll pray, of course, last time we also discussed about praying Narsimhadev. For Narsimhadev, I think you have given example of gopis. If when in Rasa Leela, when they got like Narayana also, they didn't accept. Means only Krishna is the Ananyagatitva.
See, when we say we surrender to Krishna, there is a process how we surrender to Krishna. That cannot be bypassed or changed. There's a process. The process is you accept a spiritual master, a guru, surrender to guru, and that surrendering takes us to the connection of making a formal connection with Krishna. There's a process. It's not just praying, Ananyagatitvam. Ananyagatitvam is where, when it comes to Krishna, Krishna alone is my object of worship, not anyone else. What it means is that we have to understand that Krishna doesn't exist himself without Radharani. Krishna and Radharani together, the divine couple, has to be worshipped together all the time, always. Okay, that's the point. And then one may get attracted to Krishna in the form of Narsimhadev. That's also fine. You have Ananyagatitvam towards Narsimhadev, Ramachandra. There's nothing wrong in having that one. It doesn't mean that you're not surrendered soul. Okay. Some people are attracted to even within Krishna, some people are attracted to Jagannath. Some people are attracted to Vittal, Panduranga. Some people are attracted to Guruvayurappa. Within Krishna himself, you see, within Krishna and Radha itself, some people like Radha Kunja Bihari. Some people like Radha Ras Bihari. Some people like Radha Dhamodar. It all falls under Ananyagatitvam. That doesn't mean we remove everything and just only think about Krishna playing flute in Vrindavan, Trivanga pond. It just depends on personal attraction towards Krishna and whichever the form he is in. The Ananyagatvam is where you don't run to other devatas besides Krishna, Radha Krishna. That's the point is being made. For Ananyagatitvam.
Sure. Thank you, Prabhu. Sorry, you are referring Bhupal Prabhu's comment.
Bhupal Prabhu, if we can give him a chance whenever he has the next chance of speaking. I don't know if Bhupal Prabhu, is that a short story?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, I was just remembering this. It's a very nice pastime where a devotee was suffering, and then the Lord personally came to actually, serve the devotee, like as a nurse. And then the devotee asked this question, like, why? If you want, you could just cure me from the suffering. Then why are you coming personally and taking trouble? And why you are serving me in person? So there are two answers to this question the Lord gave. So one is that. Yes, I could easily cure you, but I want you to be free from all your part of the karma, so you can come back to me more quickly. So I just want you to go through this. And then the second answer is that as his devotees get pleasure by serving the Lord also gets pleasure by serving the devotees. So that's the mood, and this is reciprocations, because these devotees serve the Lord in many ways. Lord also wanted to serve the devotee in some way personally, so he came and served. So I just remembered these things. So to say this devotee name is Raghudas. He was very famous devotee, and there are many other pastimes with Lord Jagannath. I can share it at some other time, bro.
That's a beautiful point, especially the point that you said that I want you to come soon. It's a very important, nice point of all other things that you just mentioned. It's very nice. Krishna cannot tolerate the separation of this particular devotee, and I want you to come back. So, beautiful point to think in those lines. Can you imagine how that is Krishna's giving a special invitation or favor to such devotees? That means that devotee also in that level of understanding.
Yes, Prabhuji. I actually I personally see that way. That if some devotee, we see like in our congregation also, some devotees they really suffer, no, lot like health problem or some other problem. So I actually see them as very advanced devotees, like who they're suffering. That is like the Lord's grace on them, and that's so that He's just finishing off all the karma, so they can come back to the Lord quickly. So they are actually really advanced devotees who suffer a lot, go through a lot in their life.
I think it is depends on Krishna's mood, Prabhu, because sometimes Krishna can take away completely their sufferings and can take back. That is one way, and another way is Krishna makes them suffer. Of course, he is serving there in the example and finishing the karma and taking him back.
Yeah. So on those lines, I want to share something which is anyway talking about what Bhopal Prabhu just said. I want to tell that share this information which is not a very good for us, but I have to share this information and seek all your prayers, sincere prayer. Dedicate your time to pray for this wonderful, beautiful devotee who has been diagnosed by a very serious disease, worse than cancer. It just reduces the gradually it reduces, removes the strength in the muscle and a lot of complication. Okay, so I request you all to pray for Atulananda Prabhu. Most of you who are in this association may already notice that he is weak. It's unfortunate for us. So he's going through this, but you can see he's an inspiration for all of us. Definitely. He's not stopped. Anything that he has done for us, for the temple, is continues actively participating in all the things. I wouldn't expect him to come here for my birthday. He came here. So it just I can go on and on and on and on talking about him so much, but he doesn't need to be. You all know how great Prabhu is in his service. So kindly, yeah, it's called ALS. The disease is called ALS. You can look into it. It's quite a scary thing. So please pray for Prabhu, and we also pray to Krishna, Radha Krishna, Narsimhane, so that the Lord can extend his stay with us for a longer period. We all have to leave, definitely, some way or the other. But his association is very precious for our own purification and for the growth of St. Louis. He's not stopped his bhakti adult class in Bal Vihar. It's increasing every time, by the way. And we are, this is an inspiration for all of us. He gets up in the morning. He attends our program. He has all reason not to attend any of these things. I told him, personally, I told him, Prabhu, you please stop attending this program. Take rest. He said that rest will going to come anyway one day. When that comes, let's see at that time. Now I'm able to do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. So this is an inspiration. This is real inspiration. We don't need to go and search for whose inspiration in our life. So please kindly, now it's only to our prayers, your prayers, my prayers also, I'm not sure, your prayers. Pray for Tulananda Prabhu's for health. So you're not going to be unmuted. You're going to be muted, kept muted now. Don't say anything against. This time you're not going to say, I don't agree, I don't want to talk, I want to tell. It's first time I let you speak, Prabhu, not this time. If you're going to tell anything against what I said. But please don't do that. So kindly, devotees, pray for Prabhu. Make your prayers as a constant request to the Lord, so we can have his association. We really need his association for our selfish reason, not anything else, for us to be inspired all the time. That's the only reason. He is asset, and a lot of people will benefit by his presence. Thank you all very much. It's 7:05. Anything else anyone has to say other than Atulananda Prabhu? If not, we can meet tomorrow. Atulan Prabhu, if you're going to say anything against mine, then I won't let you speak. But if you want to speak something else, please go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that I wanted to personally share this to this group, but I was waiting for the right moment. So I think this was the right moment you shared it, because sometimes I may have to be resting or take few days here and there off. So just please don't mind if I'm absent or if I don't talk. It's just as difficult sometimes for me to talk for too long also. So thank you so much, Prabhu. And thank you so much, all devotees, really. I appreciate, what you all are doing, so. But Lal Prabhu puts you really at very high level, so I'm not that high level, really. It's just that I'm just, as we all are together, I feel we are all the same. It's no high or low. Whether somebody has joined 5 days ago or somebody's practicing for years, it's the same.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yeah, you're as Lal Gopal Prabhu told, you are the very high inspiration for all of us, Prabhu. The way you are chanting and doing your services and your humbleness, always it inspires us and it teaches us, Prabhu. Even though you don't open your mouth, by actions, by your behavior, you teach a lot for all of us, Prabhu. Thank you, and we sincerely pray to Krishna Balaram and to give your association for us. Yeah, we need your association, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Yes, Prabhuji, I would like to add with Haripusha Mataji. We just met you once or twice in the temple in St. Louis, but you have touched our heart so much. And like you are like a very, very fatherly and very loving figure for us. And we all sincerely pray to Lord Krishna that you be a very good health and we have your association always.
Thank you.
This forum is open for anyone else to speak on this same lines.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhu, I think I remember this discussion, Prabhu. I think one of the Bhagavatam classes, after you gave the class, we were discussing along with Gopeshwar Prabhu. Gopeshwar Prabhu was telling that, you're the Bhishma of the St. Louis, association. So, I mean, you're always, I've observed that you're a very warm person, and you always radiate kindness and, enthusiasm. So we really all, pray for you to, for this disease to go away, not affect you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember first time when I met Atulan Prabhu. So we were doing that Maha cleaning seva in the temple. Yeah, so we were washing the wall behind the cooktops. So at that time I did not know him well as such, but he was washing over there, and then Narayan Prabhu came over there and said he's the one who is donating so much thing for the temple, actively participating personally, not just the financial wise, but personally doing so much service. So I was inspired by that. This is the humility which pleases the Lord so much, that he's doing everything possible from all the aspects of his life. He's serving from his mind, from his body, from his money, from everything he's doing. And I understand that that has cleansed his heart so much. And I still remember when Lal Prabhu was sharing about his initiation thing. He mentioned that I don't know how much more I have time with me, and that's why he's ready to take that shelter. So I just connected all the dots. I was not aware about this his condition till now. So I know Krishna is taking care of you. I know he's taking care of your faith. He's taking care of everything. Um, if he wills, he will take care of your body as well. But yes, thank you, Prabhu, for inspiring all of us
Thank
in
you.
all possible ways. Whether you speak or you don't speak, your presence itself purifies us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. By the time of initiation, I also did not know my diagnosis. It was actually 2 months after the initiation. But somehow you sense from your body that it's not the same, you know. So I just thank you.
Hare
Also,
Krishna, Prabhuji. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
sorry, Mataji. Yeah, I also want to mention, like, I had few experiences with Atulananda Prabhu too, especially with Sunday school. I saw, like, last week we were just preparing for public Janmashtami. So Prabhu had an option, like he could have skipped it because, kids were okay. Like we were taking care of kids. Like Prabhu could have gone take some rest, but Prabhu was there. Like he was making sure we need any help, and he was engaging kids. He was. It was very beautiful, like like seeing Prabhu's dedication, and even alternate Sundays, Prabhu has Bal Vihar classes. He preaches to the parents there, but Prabhu, he'll after that class, he'll make sure he'll come to temple and he'll take the Sunday school class here as well. Sometimes, I mean, I don't express it much, but sometimes I think, like, if I was in that situation, I would have done that. I would have taken that as an excuse and I would have skipped that service for the day. But I never saw Prabhu doing that. He's just committed to, his services. He's totally involved in everything he does. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you. I will say the same for Ravi Prabhu. He does the same. He takes classes at Balwar. He also comes and does the youth. We both teach together. So it's nothing which is really, but thank you so much for specifically mentioning that.
Thank you, Prabhu. That's your humble nature.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandak Pranam, Prabhuji. It's a little shocking and sad also to know that this situation has come, but looking at you doing service even in this situation, or whenever I see Ashok Prabhu, he will be doing some service. I've never seen him staying idle or just sitting somewhere. He's always doing either hearing, chanting, or some seva. So Ashok Prabhu means it's service. That's I usually tell Hari also. Look at Prabhu at that age; he's going to do so much. We both are like we have to do more. Looking at Prabhu is so inspirational. Surely, I will pray from my side whatever possible, Prabhuji. I'll tell my parents also to pray for you. All the devotees, whoever I know, to pray for you, Prabhu. That's
Thank you
what I
so
can
much.
do from my side.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Lal Prabhu, for bringing this up. Like, we want to, we'll pray for your good health, Prabhuji, Ashok Prabhu. Yeah, everyone has a very good personal connection with Ashok Prabhu, but I know, 3 months ago when I was suffering with my knee sprain, I was almost can't able to walk for 1 month. At the time I came to know Ashok Prabhu was one specialist, and I came to know from Narayan Prabhu. When I messaged Ashok Prabhu, immediately replied to me, even he was messaging me to check how my health was, even though we don't have any personal relation, but he knows that we are all together. And the way he, when I visited to St. Louis, Prabhu was so humble and he's so loving and caring. He came to me and talked to me personally, it's good to see you, Mataji. The way he gave that bond and caring to me, it's so loving and a fatherly relationship that he shows to all the devotees. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for that. And like we pray for your good health, Prabhu.
Thank you. I just wanted to share that our connection together is not you both, but it's Diksha. Because Diksha used to attend the classes during the COVID time. She was very little, and she used to sing slokas, and I just loved her slokas. So it was really nice. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. We're shocked to hear this news, Prabhu, but we're really very inspired with you, Prabhu, and very humble nature how you're answering now itself, right? We can see how you're answering in this session. And particularly, just I wanted to call out, right? However, you're busy and you're mostly you'll attend all these morning sessions. If you miss anything, you always misses me that okay, I'm not able to do, maybe Mataji. So that's so humble, Prabhu. You're always do that. We always need to learn, and how you speak also, right? I think whenever Ananda's of course Ananda is in youth class, so how you talk about him, and whenever the situation, and of course maybe I cannot call out, but there is only specific people can able to talk to my Prabhu, and you are one of the Prabhu. So because it's not that, so I really thank you, Prabhu. We really inspired how you talk, how you do. So yeah, people says that you won't. I mean, you won't talk in general, but you have that personal connections with each and everyone, one another. So really thank, and we prefer you, Prabhu. We really, yeah, it is our selfishness to pray. It is not for another reasons. Thank you, bro.
No, Anant and Venkat Prabhu are really special people. So you just have to understand them, really. That's how it is.
Yes, Prabhu, that's what I'm calling out. It is not easy.
Yeah, they're special people. So thank you.
Hare Krishna, Charan Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. It's very sad to hear this condition. We'll definitely pray. If the Lord wishes, then I can reduce the suffering. I know Prabhu as humility personified. Every time we see him, see Prabhu, he's so highly elevated, but Prabhu always stays very humble, very, very humble. When I have seen Prabhuji cleaning the bathrooms in the temple, it's a person who is, doing so much, like as the devotee said, he's done pretty much all aspects of service. From financially supporting the temple so much to somebody cleaning the bathroom. That's like the extremes. And Prabhu is really very like a very good example of a highly elevated devotee, and really thankful for your association, Prabhu. I have also while doing I have seen Prabhu also going to the morning program, Saturday morning program, the Mangala Arati, very consistently. Prabhu will be the first person to one of the first persons to go to the temple, and at 5 very consistently. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for your association, and
thank you.
We pray for you.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry to hear about your health condition. Definitely, I feel like whatever I observed during my time at St. Louis, you are a very humble person and Krishna's most favorite person, I think, by your appearance. Even though you do not speak, you inspire devotees so much with your nature or your helping nature. I'll definitely pray for your good health, Prabhuji. And I also say like Krishna will bless you, even though the situation is like this, but Krishna will give you good health. I'm sure about it. And we'll definitely give prayers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
I wanted to say something. In 2008, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj he got a paralytic stroke, and at that time all the doctors had given up that he won't be alive. That's what every doctor declared it. Okay, and it was in 2008, and we were there in Vrindavan Yatra at that time. So Radha Swami Maharaj said, if I he said I had two options. One was being besides Jaipatak Swami Maharaj, and one was going to taking devotees for the Vrindavan Yatra. So he said, if I be there with him, I will pray alone. But if I go to Vrindavan, I will ask all 4,000 devotees to pray for him. So he went, he took the yatra, and all 4,000, 5,000 devotees every day in the morning, they used to pray for Jaipatak Swami Maharaj. And every lecture, 5 to 10 minutes is spoken about his health updates. And it happened that in 2009, Jaipatak Swami Maharaj came for Mayapur Yatra, came from Punah Yatra and gave a lecture. So that is the power of prayers. So I request everyone to pray. We think that we are not that great people, but our prayers, if we have a selfless prayer for any other devotee, Lord hears that. So request everyone to pray. And you can see it's like from 2008 to 2025, Jaipatak Swami Maharaj is still rocking by preaching all over the world.
Yeah.
So the prayers do work. So if we pray sincerely, Lord will accept it.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Very sorry to hear your condition, Prabhu. Yeah, I have seen you very close quarters. Yeah, we'll talk to you some other time, Prabhu.
Yeah. We are very close, Gopal, Prabhu, and we cook breakfast together. Saturday, whatever I can help him. I don't help much nowadays. And we have also Bhagavatam reading group, very small group, 5 of us we read. So Prabhu is always there. So we are very close. Thank you, Prabhu.
Shravanti and Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranams, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I never thought of any kind of this kind of situation like you, but definitely we all will pray for you, Prabhu. So the way that you do service still, yeah, it inspires a lot of us for sure. But yeah, so we really sincerely pray for your health condition, and yeah, so definitely you'll overcome, Prabhuji.
Sure.
That's the confidence we all have. We all have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Maybe some of them not able to speak.
That's fine.
Giving the news.
Thank you.
I just want to add one more thing, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I just remember one of the very recent memories with Ashok Prabhuji, like when we came for the Rath Yatra. He was so nice, and like as a little gentle father, we did not went near the Rath, and because we were near the food station. Prabhuji gently came and said, "You have not gone to see the Rath. I will stay at the station. You just go." And he was there at the food station with Ashok Prabhuji, and he made us go and pull the Rath. That was I was so touched by his gentle heart. That was wonderful, Prabhuji. And we always pray for you and to have your association, whatever. Thank you so much.
So much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I'm sorry, my son was just crying, so I was not able to
No,
unmute. I just want to say, Prabhuji, yeah, everybody said everything, but we never met personally. But the
yes,
caring and affectionate gesture you have always showed to me is really heart touching, Prabhuji. During my marriage, also, you sent your blessings to me, and always you have been like my father. So I pray for your health, and I hope everything becomes fine. Thank you, Prabhuji.
thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. I always remember Priya Mataji's sweet voice whenever she sings, and we go back during COVID times. She was one of the people who used to really lift the class up with her singing. Always used to start with the prayers and all that. So we go back like I think so many years now, 2019. But we never met. Lal Prabhuji, through your influence, we have met with people from all over the country, so thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
It's very sad to hear, and I don't know exactly what to speak. But you said, right, you do very little Saturday. And every Saturday, my husband tells he forcefully stopped you to enter into the kitchen.
No, he doesn't. I volunteer myself, so he's so kind. He does service so much. I wish I could be like him.
Thank you very much. Please, we'll do some. Let me contemplate on this, and we'll have some thoughts, so we all can get engaged on a daily prayers based on what Amoganam Prabhu suggested also. Sujata Mataji also on the side, she messaged me on some suggestion. So we'll make something where we can have a daily prayer, so we can have Atulananda Prabhu with us for a long period. Maybe we should all pray like Hiranyakashipu.
Long or short, it really does not matter. I think it's just that whatever is Krishna's wish. So we'll just abide by that. Prayers are definitely necessary for lessening the suffering or whatever is the wish. So
Let Krishna wish whatever he wants. Let us
yes,
petition to him,
yes, that's agreed.
and let's see what he says. I was just came up with within this group that as award our Atulananda Prabhu with a title called Kainkarya Sriman. Kainkarya Sriman is a very the meaning of that is Kainkarya means service. Kainkarya means service. Sriman means who is exalted in performing selfless service. Who has got a Sriman, as another meaning is where he has got all the blessings of Srimati Radharani. Right? Sri, Mahalakshmi. Sriman is one who is engaged. Lakshmana is the same meaning also, by the way. Sriman Lakshmi, Sriman Vibhishana. They all call them Sriman because they are exalted in serving the Lord in any form, any way. If you remember, I posted a picture yesterday. Let me pull that from a shop that I went yesterday to do some shopping, and I saw this Adidas.
Adidas.
Adidas. Then I asked you all, who's Adidas? The real Adidas. I got different response from you all, but I'm going to read this particular pasaram. It says who the real Adidas is. Adidas. We don't call Adidas. We call Adidas. Sendral Kudayam, Irundal Singasanamam, Nindral Maravadiyam, Neel Kadalum Endrum, Punniyam, Manivilakam, Pattam, Pulgam, Anayam Tiruvaru Aravu. The meaning of this is when the Lord walks, he becomes an umbrella. When the Lord decides to sit, he becomes throne. When the Lord decides to walk, he becomes his paduka. That means he takes all opportunities to serve the Lord. And he is Adishesha, Balaram, Lakshmana. He is the Adi Das. Das means servant.
Yeah.
The original servant. So it takes any forms to serve the Lord. Like you all said, he was from the Bhopal Prabhu said, from the financial aspect to the cleaning of the bathroom. You can't even imagine a celebrity like someone who can get into that level of services. Right? So therefore, Atulananda Prabhu is Kaikarya Sriman. If you all,
you're embarrassing me now. I don't think I deserve anything like that.
Today he is wearing that blue colored cloth of Balramji also.
Thank you all very much for your time, and we'll start. My request is for this group is maybe we'll start with this group, but this has to be not just to this group. We have to extend our prayers among all the hundreds and thousands and millions of devotees. Krishna may hear that one devotee's prayer. We don't know who the devotee is. So we have to spread and involve more devotees to make their prayers as a regular thing on everyday basis. Let's think on those lines and we'll get that started sooner than later. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare